on everybody, hello and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about Black Ops 3 again because we got an absolute load of information yesterday on Sunday, and I just wanted to talk about it. I'm going to, in this video, talk about zombies and very briefly, because that's what we don't hardly have anything to go off with that, and multiplayer. So I guess I'll start off with zombies, because that's what I'm obviously kind of the most excited about. So we only got about maybe 3 seconds worth of actual zombies, footage, I guess. And all we saw was some zombies breaking down a barrier, and that's basically all we saw. We could only see them from about the chest up. But we were able to learn a few important details from that. One, barriers are returning, which is a minor thing, but it's something Exo zombies didn't have. And also, I'm pretty much positive that zombies is going to be in the past. And the reason I say that, there's a few reasons. One, they have a hat. They have hats on, and the hats are very much sort of old style. They're not like something somebody would wear in 2065 or whatever the setting is of the game. Another thing, they have yellow eyes, which I'm not really into the story or Easter eggs of zombies, so I wasn't aware, but apparently that means Samantha is controlling them or something. I just play the game. I don't really mess with the Easter egg, but that's apparently what that means. And so I'm very encouraged by zombies. I think it'll be really good. I think they're basically just going to pick up right where they left off. Another thing that's important to mention is they didn't seem to have any sort of like armor or exosuit or anything like that. They were just sort of plain old zombies, which is very, very nice to see. There didn't appear to be different kinds of zombies. They all just sort of look the same, which is awesome. So multiplayer. Now, when I first saw the trailer, I was disappointed because it just looks like it just looks like, advanced Titanfall 2. That's really what it looks like. I mean, so I was kind of discouraged. But then I saw LEA's video. Awesome YouTuber, check him out if you don't. I would imagine you probably know about him, but he's really the best as far as I'm concerned for Call of Duty news. That's where I pretty much go. Him and Drifter, I've been getting my information from primarily. But anyway, I saw LEA's video this morning, and he spoke about how 85 to 90% of the gunfights, because he actually had to play the game already. 85 to 90% of the gunfights were sort of a traditional fashion. And that made me extremely happy. Which, maybe indicates that we will be getting that Call of Duty feel more or less back that I've been talking about. And So, from what I can understand, there's not. They want to be clear. There is not an exo suit per se. What there is a. They call it a thrust movement. So you can kind of hold down the jump button and slowly go up, apparently. So, and I'm thinking that, that doesn't sound like the most, I guess, safe thing to do. I mean, just want to be hovering through the air at going like 1 mile an hour. That doesn't seem like a very good tactic. So, I'm hoping it'll be more or less just standard gameplay. You can also do what's called a power slide. From what I understand, it's very similar to in Ghosts, Call of Duty Ghosts, where you can kind of slide, but in Advanced Black Ops 3, you can slide for like a longer distance and faster. So, I take it that it's just sort of a fast way to move in a straight line. And there's also wall running, which obviously we think of Titanfall. If you've played that game, it has like a parkour system, which again is really fun, but it's just not. Doesn't feel like Call of Duty. From what I can understand, this wall running in Black Ops 3 is not going to be like as intense as it was in that game, and the movement is just overall like toned down, which is interesting because I mean, Advanced Warfare is even more of a futuristic game, and it comes out before Black Ops 3, which is kind of interesting. Another thing that I learned is that I keep saying Advanced Warfare, I apologize. The Black Ops 3, Treyarch has already been working on this game for 2.5 years. So it's not as if they're trying to copy Advanced Warfare. It's just they had this in mind before. So it should be a bit of a different experience. And I'm very excited for it. It's still like 8 months now or so till it actually is released. But I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a good game. Man, I need to get new batteries. That's like second video in a row that's happened. Sorry for that, but anyway, I think it should be absolutely awesome. It should be a nice change from from Advanced Warfare. It should feel a little bit more like Call of Duty, at least I'm hoping. So, yeah, I think that about sums it up. I don't know if I mentioned this, but there is another feature is that there's like a meter with the movements. I don't think I mentioned it yet. So like there's a meter. So if you want to do a thrust or a power slide or a wall run, apparently it takes there's like a bar, and apparently every time you use one of those movements, it takes away from that. So I don't know how long it takes to recharge, or if you can only do it like a few times per game, or I don't know how that works. But it'll be very interesting to find out. Really excited about it. and we're getting more news all the time. So this will probably be the last video where I talk about Black Ops 3 for a while now. But anyway, that's just I just thought it would be a good idea to talk about it. So if you enjoyed, please leave the video a like, as well as subscribing if you haven't already. Share with your friends. Tell people about my channel. Everything you do helps me get closer to my goal of 100 subscribers by October. We're about halfway to that number. So thank you very much. And I'll see you next time.